my Electrolux Z302 cylinder vacuum cleaner. The one that we got from Facebook Marketplace for a tenner, not far from where I live now. It runs, oh, turn my switch on, very well. Beautiful machine. Perfectly smooth motor, but as you may remember or have just noticed, there is, and always has been, a missing part. Inside of this box should hopefully be what we need to fix this machine up. A big thank you to a subscriber who sent me these spare parts in this box. Let's have a look and see if we can improve upon our already quite nice looking machine. Hello, my vacuum cleaner and Electrolux chums. How are you today? Yes, Guy very kindly got in contact saying that he had some spare parts for one of these. He bought it for a motor, I think. Took the motor out, didn't have need for the rest of it, and very kindly posted it over to me to hopefully make our one look a bit better. Put all this packaging off here, we can. Fantastic. So what we have in here, I think this is all there was, is all of this. An Electrolux Z302 body. No motor in here, we just have ourselves a body. Oh, and it is quite a rusty body as well. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but it is a bit rusty indeed. However, this is the bit that we need to try and salvage. Although, on this body is a very nice, only mildly broken rear cover. I do still have the orange rear cover for this one somewhere. Obviously, we have one from Barton's on it, just so that I don't damage it. I don't even know where that one went. So I might keep that aside for another one. And then, yeah, there's no motor in here. The switch is out, and this bit is already half loose. And that is because, as you can see from this body, it is riveted into place. Crikey. Look how clean this one looks compared to that one. So we're going to have to drill rivets. I'm not too fussed about that because we can then replace them with little nuts and bolts. I'm fairly sure. What we're going to have to do is try and lift this 302 logo, because I do believe that I can feel underneath there where we need to drill these rivets out. Unless I get really fancy, I might try that first. And I might try and drill them out from the back, and we just lift this off for now and then worry about what to do later. That's probably the best idea. Let's get the drill out. Right, let's start by loosening the bottom sled screws. This will also remove or release the pivot point for the bag housing, because part of me wants it out of the way because it's going to be in the way. Oh, did I say loosen? I think I meant remove fully. Oh, I should have chopped up the drill with a screwdriver. Come on. Yeah. Just come off. One. There we go. Yeah, because partly be easier out the way. B, I want to soak it and see if there's any chance at all that these rubber things will just pop out. Because mine is missing though. The actual front plate was the brand new one from Barton's, but it didn't come with those ones, and they always destroy themselves. Oh, look, we have ourselves a piece of that as well. Right, now, do it backwards to show you quickly, and then I'll turn it around. It's working fairly well. Yeah, we're just going to drill out the back of those rivets, and then I'm hoping that this will pop off, and then we can work out how to take that off and fix it back on. And then this whole trim part lifts off. We are missing it. Oh, they're saying it's broken as well, but the other end of it is in here. Oh, how does that come out? Or does it push through? I'd like to try and keep it, if possible. Yes, we need to push it through. And then look, it's been melted into place. That's quite clever, actually. I could probably bend these bits out the way, glue it back into place, and then we can stick it in and maybe hot glue it from underneath. I think that's going to be the better way to do it. I'm also noticing, that's probably why these didn't survive, lots of little micro cracking all over the shop, which is going to be a pain. Right, we do now, though, have to remove this part here, and I'm wondering if, in fact, we could use this as a workbench. The back side of a blade, because I want to try and keep this reasonably flat so it can go back on. Oh, why is the glue really good? Don't be really good, be 60 years old. Yeah, well, I'm going to get that off with some boiling water, perhaps. Right, 1 cup of tea and mug of boiling water later. I also got one of these rubber plugs off. The other one snapped, sadly, straight away. So that's a bit of a pain. It went on this side, and yeah, it just pushes in like that. So now I only need to find one more, which is fine. Now, let's see how destroyed. Oh, it's peeling up already. That's a good sign. Oh, there it is. Perfect. I can keep that flat, and probably just some double-sided tape on the back of that should be enough. Right. Oh, I hope that plastic cools down and doesn't go all black like that, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, now we have to finish drilling out these rivets. And a short while later, with these 2 rivets drilled out, we find ourselves, I'm hoping that bit polishes up over time, with a front piece of trim. Oh, are you going to go in? It didn't glue on 100% well. Oh, I think I'm going to have to rip it back off again. Yeah, I don't think that bit's going to be of any use to us at all now. I think we might have to just put some tape down under there. But yeah, that is the crux of how this needs to work. Thing is, though, we need to affix it somehow here. And I want to use these little Hoover bearing holders, because this bit can sit down there quite nicely. But I need to make these 2 holes here just a little bit wider. Now, those bits fit in there perfectly, although they're not going that way round. Oh, they are going underneath. So, as a proof of concept, look, that screw's already just dropped straight in there. Bring you up here. Can you see there? Yeah, you can. These are designed to pretty much fit just like this in a Hoover, so that they're low profile for the bearings. And I found, I think I've ever used them for a Hoover bearing itself. I've just used them for literally everything else. So we'll go get another set out. There we go. This is how they come. Sure, you can still buy these somewhere. But yeah, these are perfect for this, because this is now non-permanent. This is how, if you remember the Hoover Junior 119, it's these that I used in pretty much the identical way to get its base plate off, and the new non-broken one on. I'll just get in the hole. I should look at this from the back, really. I'm trying to do it whilst talking. There we go. Yeah, these that I use for that as well. Excellent things. Quite tight, but I don't want it to start chewing through the plastic. And that looks really good. All we have to do now is fit this bit back down, although I still need to work on making it flat first. A short time later, I have on here some of this, which is rug tape. How I stick the rug's down to the laminate, or used to. We've had this for ages now. So I have put that there, cleaned off all of the residue on the back of this as best as I can, but it's still a bit bent. Which way do we put it? I'm thinking this way, so that when the machine is stood up, it can be the right way up. And I'm going to go with this way first. If this way peels off, I'm just going to epoxy it on. But, you know, I don't want to go having it permanently on there. I think we'll try this first, and that'll do. We know we've replaced this part. We know that we could probably do better. So that will do for now. What I also found was the original grill that came with this. I keep it under the bag. And I forgot about that hole in it. It has a slight break on there. The grill that came with the donor machine, bar it being a bit bent, I've managed to glue that piece back on. Its missing bit is on the side. And yeah, I just can't work out whether it's going to be better. Let's just take this, come out, post motor filter out, to have this one on it instead, because from the back it's probably going to look okay. I mean, what we could do is break one of the fins off of this one and stick it onto here, but I don't know, because again, this one's probably perfectly fine for somebody who hasn't got one. I don't quite know. We'll leave that one on there for now. I mean, yeah, problem is now though, from any side profile, oh, collecting old rubbish vacuums is so hard. Oh, yeah, but this old rubbish vacuum now works really well, and it looks like it should too, with its lovely, not brand new, but brand new to it top. So thank you very much, kind person who sent me their donor machine. I mean, I might offer up some of the body bits. This bit's not really any good. It's very rusty. But all the stuff attached to it could be good to someone. I'll give it a shot before it all goes in the bin. But, you know, this is how you have to do things like this, sadly. The problem with machines like these is that the only real other way that I would have ever got this part here would be to get a whole other machine, and the chances would be that that machine would be as good as this one. So it's nice to get one that's already been broken apart. I'm not going to make it any worse. We can put the bit that we need on, and our Electrolux 302 is now looking fantastic once more. So, what do you think? Think we did a good job? Is that how you would have fitted it, or would you have re-riveted it back down? Let me know down below. But, I mean, I want you to keep voting for this for 12 vacuums of 12 months, especially now it's all fixed. I quite like to use it. Hint, hint, hint. I'll keep putting it in the polls. So, until the next time, I and this Electrolux Z302 will see you soon. Bye-bye.